My name is Júlio Silva. I'm the director of the DTCO Kunstfachschule Ribarum. That's an art school. And we are celebrating our 25 years of this school in Norway. It's been 25 years of research in the arts and 25 years of educating people in the arts. And we decided to celebrate it with a series of exhibitions with the founders. The artist that founded it, which was myself, one, and the other one, Roos Messisch. We have a long career exhibiting together. We exhibited from Berlin to Portugal to Bosnia. This time we plan to exhibit together but separate. We have a same title, Painted Bird, Garden Ashes, as a title that secures the together exhibitions in two different separate places. In this exhibition, I used paintings from the summer of 2020 and the summer of 2021. Both summers were intense period of painting activity. I draw every day. I'm doing a series of drawings from the 2016 until now, which they are based on pages of a non-ending book. These recent summers, I decided to paint again. I started by creating scenarios which to me were seen in a multiple ways. First was a view, a bird's view over gardens and landscapes. And the second was representing places, which means maps. And the third was, of course, the result of it all, which was mosaic, as you can see behind here, and we'll see other ways around here. 2020, this was the objective, was actually making these things. They were very related with the drawings I was doing at the time, and the result was these hybrids here between gardens seen from above. They also have to do with mosaic, they have to do with a lot of views, also to do with ornament and things like this. It was really important to translate all this time of drawing into painting. As we see here behind me, this, which original was done trying to get bird views of landscapes first, and as the work progressed, I started to see also the influence of other cultures, from Maya cultures to other kind of throughout the world, pre-Columbian cultures. And I kept it that way. I made sure that the oil and the materials used, which is my main approach to painting and to drawing, is the materials are a part of your matter, is a part of your body, and how your body expresses this matter. This is my sacred ground in one way in painting. So the result is 4 paintings, 1 meter 50, 1 meter 50, and associated together. They have, of course, everything to do with one another, and you have the possibility to mount it in a gallery like this. They unfold these giant maps of something seen from above. Now we're facing the work that was done on last summer, 2021. This work was related to some kind of work that I've done before, which was based on a classic drawing, the classic compositional drawing, actually composition that has been done by the masters like Mantegna and Dürer. And the drawing would then be changed by the color, and everything would be reduced to signs and symbols and things like this. Again, was the color that did all this. The color is ultramarine violet. In the process of painting, I saw proximity to the paintings was like the proximity to the walls of prehistoric caves. And when you start breaking the lines of the composition, when everything started not making sense anymore as a drawing, it gave me this great abyss of time, this distance of time. The matter was actually giving me or interacting with me. So I used the same violet all over the place. What you see, the browns and everything, the shadows and other things are to do with the original drawing and the oxidation of the pigment there. This is one of the most difficult things I've ever done in painting. It was multicolor layers that started these paintings. The white started to reduce this to compositions which I could not see what they would be. The white in thick pastes started to cover up like sand covers up ruins in the middle of a desert. This is the seeds of the work I mentioned before with the ultramarine violet, this work where you break the lines of an original drawing. This one was to actually create outlines out of many layers of colors. Behind me is one of a painting 1 meter, 1 meter and a half, 1 meter and a half, and that it's a painting that belongs to that series painted on the summer of 2021. They also started with the same classic composition behind me, The Death of Apollo. And of course, it's a violent composition originally in all its versions from antiquity to Dürer. I used the same process. I just broke the lines and I started to bury all the signs of a narrative in there, and the results were, again, a little of the same that I noticed on the other smaller versions, but this one gave me, let's say, less material approach. It maintained a little more spiritual approach than the others, which was more earthly and more mud. This is my studio. It was an old garage adapted to be a studio. It's got two parts. One part is this, where work in large format occurs. The next space along, which is upstairs, which is a little of a storage of small and medium format paintings. In this working area, we have also the collection of the recent drawings, which are still in these boxes here, is about 2,000 of the recent years drawing, about 3 or 4 years drawing there. And this is the workstation, which is outside of the studio, which is for drawing or writing in several occasions. And this is another working station. When I work with miniature painting, for example, all this is painted with gouache, oil, sometimes watercolors. So we've been having a small trip around all the different working stations. Every time I change from the large format, from the smells of the studio, from the oil smells, from the large areas of where large format painting occurs, when I change to one of these working stations where I draw, this reflects on my work, on the different phases of the work takes, either in drawing or in painting.